ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
You've clicked on the Weather Xtreme video. I'm ABC 3340 meteorologist Brian Peters, and we've got another foggy morning with all the moisture we had the other day. Let's take a look at some Skycam images. Here's downtown Birmingham, and you can see the low clouds and fog. A little bit of low clouds and not as much fog visible on the picture from Decatur as we look at the Tennessee River. And then things looking a little bit better down at Tuscaloosa. It looks like the visibility is pretty good, but we do have the low clouds. Do expect those low clouds to burn off rather quickly today with lots of sunshine in store this afternoon. Surface map shows the weather system that brought us all the unsettled weather for the last couple of days is getting off the southeast coast of the U.S. In the upper atmosphere, we've got the little short wave that's moving through the mid-Atlantic states and another short wave up over the Dakotas that is going to be giving a glancing blow, you might say, but I think we're going to stay pretty much dry. Temperatures this morning, cool, I wouldn't say very chilly. We're generally in the lower 50s across central Alabama. Now, the QPF, I think, tells the story, and it's not a good story for some. That is, we're going to stay dry for the next several days, and that's probably not good for us. And they're going to get wet again out in Oklahoma and Missouri and Arkansas, where they don't need any more rain, with a bullseye of 4.2 inches being forecast there in extreme northeast Oklahoma and southeast Kansas. Severe weather-wise, it looks like it's going to be an active period out in the Central Plains. This is day 2. With a bullseye there in Oklahoma and Kansas primarily. The bullseye shifts up into the area centered on, not quite, St. Louis, Paducah area. And then on days 4 and 5, the system shifts back to central Texas and Oklahoma and then moves our way a little bit, looking like we may see something in the Thursday, Friday time frame over in our neck of the woods. All right, let's take a look at the 06Z GFS model run. Here's the forecast for Monday at midday. I say midday, that's about 1 o'clock, and we're at 500 millibars or 20,000 feet in the atmosphere approximately. And pretty much a zonal flow across the southern tier of the United States with a number of little impulses. We've got one that's moving by today that's going to be out over the Outer Banks of North Carolina by Monday afternoon, but one nice one moving through the Great Lakes, giving them some weather up there. And our focus will be on the one dropping into the Rockies. Surface pattern Monday, low pressure over the Great Lakes at the surface, but not much of a trailing cold front to speak of. 500 millibar pattern on Tuesday is still pretty much almost a zonal flow across here with a weak ridging going on. That's why I think it'll be dry. And that weak ridging continues, but there's a very active pattern, and now you can see that the next system is taking shape as the pressures are lowering, and we're beginning to develop a good trough over the southern Rockies. With that same thing, while the one surface low moving through the Great Lakes is dragging a cold front, it looks like it's going to have a hard time getting down this way as it gets parallel to the flow. By Thursday, the southern Rockies system is beginning to come out. And by Friday, that has really come out as it's closed off and headed up into the Great Lakes. And with that, it's going to drag a cold front down into the area for central Alabama. So it looks like our main risk of rain is going to come late in the week on Friday. According to the GFS, by Saturday, that system should be moving on through. So it looks like we should see improving weather early in the day on Saturday, and then by Sunday that system is out of here. But notice the thicknesses, the 540 line down to about Decatur Coleman area, and that continues to plunge. So I don't think right now that we're going to see freezing temperatures, but it's going to be close. So not certainly not a widespread freeze event, but certainly going to get a lot chillier. All right, Voodoo Land here very quickly. On Wednesday, we stay pretty much coming under a ridge, and it looks like a very strong surface high, and that means that we're going to have a period of relatively dry weather according to the GFS. But remember, this is Voodoo Land, and it looks like, as the GFS has forecast once before, a week or so ago, is forecasting the ridge over the eastern part of the country to hold strong, and that's deflecting the weather systems with a strong surface high just off the southeast coast. So certainly appreciate you tuning in to the Weather Xtreme video. James will be back tomorrow morning with the next one, bright and early around 7 o'clock. Hope that you have a great Sunday and a great upcoming week. God bless.